to see you, my friends. Are you ready for another tale of my people? This is one all young elflings are told at least once. And I think I know why. See if you can tell. So, if you're ready, I'll tell you the tale of the Magical Tree Sap. Once an age ago, there lived an elf who practiced healing, and an elfling boy whose effort lacked feeling. In a meadow they stayed, in a twisted hollow tree. Potions fizzed and bubbled, wondrous to see, made of things like ear of cat and toe of lizard, moss of oak and balls gizzard. The wondrous display was cut short with a shout as if a toe was caught. Oh, no, this will not do. Oh, without it, the magic is through. Barney, come here quick from your nap. I need some more magic tree sap. The dozed and dazed elfling fell into the room, for he could not see through all the smoke and gloom. Yes, I'm here, my master. Yes, I know. I should have been faster. Now, boy, you can earn your keep. I need more sap. You have no time to sleep. Deep in those woods full of moss and mold is a magic tree that gives sap of pure gold. So, off you go with pick and pail, and mine now be quicker than a snail. Barney with groan and heave on his journey set out to leave. When Galen, his master, gave one last shout after, "A full pail mine, or you'll see me without laughter." This task was not an easy trip. It could not be done with a skip. He would have to scale a rocky, hilly trail to claim a thorny hill, to give a pail its fill. These magic trees are as hard as stones, which are tough to break for young bones. Why do I have to go from home? Oh, can't I just give you a gnome? Now that's a thing to do. I know one who wears a coat of blue. Barney took a right down the moor and knocked upon a tiny door, and as he had hoped, there stood a helpful gnome in blue hood. Gnomes are quick to help a friend in need, so Barney handed him over the deed. Pleased with his clever and easy plan, he lay back knowing his friend would do all he can. Some time with snores passed, until the gnome returned at last. Gnomes are most eager to please, so much so at a run he tripped to his knees, sending pail of sap flying high into the air, crashing down with splat, much to Barney's despair. Oh, with gripe and moan and a glare, he picked it up and left the gnome there. Oh, why do I have to get this stuff? Why isn't honey good enough? Now, that's the thing to do. Honey is the same as that goo. He craned his neck up high, and to his luck a bee was passing by. He followed the bee, climbing up into a tree. In the branches sat a hive, buzzing aloud and alive. Barney, without thought or delay, stole the honey, but the bees made him pay with buzz and stings on little wings. The silly boy fell to the ground, crying out like a howl. Why do I have to get this for my master? I bet a spell could do it faster. Now that's the thing to do. He taught me more than a few. With that, the young apprentice fought, trying to remember what he'd been taught. The tough bark is really what holds me back, so best pick a spell that goes on the attack. Plan in mind, he was off again down the trail, quickly turning back to remember the pail. Once he'd made up the thorny hill, there stood the magic tree just ready for the kill. Rolling up his sleeves, he summoned up his spell. Lightning shot to the tree, but no good did befell. For the bark of magic trees is tougher than it seems, especially for apprentices and their silly schemes. The lightning bounced from tree to tree until it struck bark in the knee. He clenched his ashen knee, for this hurt more than the bees. All I want is to be a healer, not some kind of sap dealer. Now I wish I had a thing to do. I've nothing left. I haven't got a clue. As he lay there in his sorrow, a robin came singing of tomorrow. Oh, go away from here. Please, no more good cheer. The robin gave a song of how this health was going wrong. It seems to me, the robin did declare, that you have all you need right there. His beak pointed like a nail to the pick and the pail. Oh, you silly annoying bird, that way is hard, haven't you heard? Harder than leaving a friend. You didn't see if he was fine in the end. Harder than falling from a tree whilst being stung by bee. Harder than taking a bolt and crying out from the jolt. I wasn't crying. You're just lying. Oh, why'd you have to make me shout? How do you know what I was crying about? I saw high above in the air and see all, even what's not fair. So pick up your pick and pail. You may find you do not fail. I wish I had more of a clever, easy plan, but I've tried everything else I can. Barney at last took pick to tree, striking truer than lightning to a knee. The sap started to pour from broken bark. As he caught it, he saw it truly was a lark. Soon the pail had its fill, and he could descend this hill. Turning to the clever bird, sat on branch, lush and furred. You were right, my clever friend. Doing a job right is better in the end. Carrying the heavy pail back to meadow and twisted tree, his master stood there waiting, talking to gnome and bee. Barney's head hanging low. And Galen's smile drew like a bow, for the elfling had learned his lesson and was carrying that golden resin. And once again, ocean fizzed and bubbled, wondrous to see. Magic indeed. Barney's laziness would no longer be. See, if you just put in the work, then no lightning bolt to the knee. And you'll get the job done much faster too, I guess. I think that's what Barney learned. Yes. But I want to hear your tales of overcoming trials. So do send them in to bard.elven.tales@gmail.com. And I'll turn them into videos too. Oh, and do also remember, if you haven't already, to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you soon for more Bard Elven Tales.